Hello everyone. Problems based on mixtures is something that we see normally in our daily life, and it is also often tested in many entrance exams, including the PO exams. In this video, we will be looking at one of the common types of these mixed problems and how we should go about solving it. Let's dive into the question. The cost of three grades of apples A, B and C were rupees 5, 6 and rupees 8 per kg respectively. In what proportion should they be mixed so that the price of the mixture may be rupees 7 per kg? Now if we understand the question carefully, we will notice that we are just required to find the proportion in which these apples will have to be mixed so that no matter what the total quantity is, the price of the mixture will be rupees 7 per kg. Now in order to solve this problem, we will have to have a clear understanding of the price of these apples in their pure form. That is, apple grade A in its pure form will cost rupees 5, apple grade B in its pure form will cost rupees 6, and apple grade C in its pure form will cost rupees 8. Now from this we can surely say that only the cost of apple grade C is higher than the final mixture that we have, and the cost of apple grades A and B is lower than the value of the final mixture. It's fairly simple. We need to find the proportion of A to C at first, and then we'll find the proportion of B to C, and then we'll add them up, because we know that in order to get the final value of rupees 7, we cannot have a mixture of A and B, because a mixture of A and B will only result in a value that is below 7, which will be between 5 and 6, no matter what their proportions are. Whereas C is costlier than the final mixture, and therefore a mixture between A and C will cost somewhere between rupees 5 and 8, and therefore it can be mixed in a way so that the final mixture is rupees 7. And similarly, the mixture can have B and C in certain proportions so that the final mixture is rupees 7. Now let's look at A and C. We know that A is going to cost us rupees 5. We know that C is going to cost us rupees 8 per kg, and therefore to have the final value as rupees 7 per kg, we can simply say that for every single quantity of A, or for every single kg of apple grade A, we will need 2 kgs or 2 times that quantity of C. And therefore we have A is to C as 1 is to 2. And similarly, the quantity of B and quantity of C. Now these two quantities has to be equal, because we know the simple average of rupees 6 and rupees 8 will be rupees 7. Now we just need to ensure that the quantities of B and C in the mixture are equal, so that the average price of the mixture would be rupees 7, 6 plus 8 by 2, and therefore B is to C would be 1 is to 1. Now we know that for every single quantity of A, we need 2 quantities of C, and for every single quantity of B, we will need another 1 quantity of C. So when we mix A, B and C together, for every single quantity of A over here, we have got 2 quantities of C, and for every single quantity of B, we have got 1 quantity of C, and therefore final mixture is 1 is to 1 is to 3, and that is the mixture that will cost us rupees 7 per kg. Now some of you might find this method a bit confusing or long. In that case, there is an easier option as long as we have answer choices, as in this case. What we can do is we can directly compare the proportion that is there in the answer choices with the values that is given in the question and check if the final proportion will actually lead to rupees 7 per kg for the mixture. Now let's take option A. 1:1:2 is written as 1 into 5, that is the cost of your A grade apple, rupees 5. 1 into 6, your B grade apple's cost, and 2 into 8, that is 2 is the proportion of your C grade apple and 8 is the cost. These three will add up to 27. Now 27 is not a multiple of 7, so we directly know that this proportion will not result in a mixture of rupees 7 per kg. Now let's try option B. In option B we find that 1 into 5 plus 1 into 6 plus 3 into 8, that is 3 over here is the proportion of your apple grade C, and therefore 3 into 8. Sum of these three will lead 35. Now we know that 35 is a multiple of 7 and this could be the answer. Now how do we verify that? We know that we have 5 kgs of mixture because we assume there is 1 kg of A, 1 kg of B and 3 kgs of C. So put together there is 5. So 5 kgs of this mixture at a cost of rupees 35 will translate to rupees 7 per kg of the mixture, and therefore this proportion will lead to the desired result, that is rupees 7 per kg for the mixture, and therefore option B is the correct answer. Now whichever way we solve it, we will get the same answer as long as the logic is followed. Now before we move on, here is a question for you to try. A juice seller wants to know what will be the right price for his new product, which is a combination of mango juice, which he sells at rupees 25 per 250 ml, pineapple juice, which he sells at rupees 22 per 250 ml, and milk, which he sells at rupees 20 per 250 ml, in the proportion 3:2:1 respectively. What price in rupees per 250 ml will you suggest for this new product if there are no other ingredients or costs involved? This is a fairly straightforward question. I would love to see your answers as comments. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching and please subscribe for more.